him away, swung in front, Restless down and Slick Appeal coming at.
Going under fire, Smooth Satin, I think.
Sky Racing at home on the track.
G'day, and it's great to be with you on a most important race day in Sydney and Melbourne. You're going to see the absolute creme de la creme of the thoroughbred horse competing today at those two venues, Flemington and Rosehill Gardens. It's day 3 of the Golden Slipper Festival in Sydney, and what a Rosehill Guineas we have on our hands today, with some very promising horses engaged, including Carnegie Express, upon which the wraps are a mile long. Race 8 from Otaki in New Zealand is a 2-year-old event over the 1,000 metres, and Class Success is a clear-cut favourite ahead of Fingal Bunt, Kiss and Kin, Jahan, Calm Quest and Flying Lear, with just under 10,000 in the wind pool. Class Success firming up even further now into $1.90. Now the first at Flemington on Sire's Produce Stakes Day, and here is an update. Number 1, Orinoco, a Wayne Trelaw mount at $3.50. Rohatton at $7.30, Speech is out, Wolseley Parade $4.60, Riona $8.80, scratch 6, scratch 7. Number 8, Go Treese at $8.10, 9 is Hooter Tag $3.30, and number 10, Totally Spellbound is a scratching. The Carnival Stakes, the opening race, it's at listed status, and it's a 2-year-old event. Now they're getting into the fabulous open top starting gates at the Otaki.
Race was locked away. Rohatton about to link up now into gate number 2. Orinoco will then take the 3 gate. 1,000 metres for the first on a good rated track. The rail's out 8 metres. Penetrometer overall is 4.11. Inside 4.15. Outside 4.08. They have captured Riona. Riona's been captured now, and she's in the safe hands of the clerk of the course over near the 1,000 metres, well off the track. So they're about to get things underway. Hooter Tag moved up. I'm told it's a ski slope in France. Hooter Tag. Not far off a dispatch. Here's Hooter Tag going in now. Good trail winner. It's set. So Wolseley Parade will be the last of the 5 to move up for the Australian Cup Carnival Stakes. All in now, set to go, race number 1. Go Treese, the inside runner, they're away. Go Treese jumped okay. Rohatton didn't begin all that well. Orinoco jumped fast, and so did Hooter Tag on its outside, and Wolseley Parade wide out. As they put the first 200 metres behind them now, and Wolseley Parade moved up and went to the lead. It's Wolseley Parade out in front by about 1.5 lengths to Hooter Tag, who's deep out around Orinoco. Gaytree second last in behind them, and Rohatton is last of all by the 600 metre mark now, and Wolseley Parade is the leader, about 1 length in front. Orinoco is second, and Hooter Tag is wider out, closely followed by Gaytree, who's near the inside rail, and Rohatton is last of all, just racing a little greenly. Coming to the 300, Wolseley Parade from Orinoco and Hooter Tag. Now Gaytree just can't get a crack at them, and Rohatton coming with a run down the outside. Orinoco took the lead before the 200. Here's Rohatton descending quickly. Hooter Tag got tightened up. Rohatton from last moved to Orinoco, took the lead, and Rohatton drew away, and Rohatton won the first by 1.25 lengths. Orinoco's second, and Gaytree's got through to get third ahead of Hooter Tag, and Wolseley Parade dropped out last of the 5. Rohatton wins the first on the card. 2-year-old Bay Colt is by Carnegie from Cafe Miss, well named. Trained by Robbie Lang and ridden by Noel Caddo. He was an escapee on his way to the gates back last Saturday, but he's got to the races this afternoon, and he's come from last and drew away to beat Orinoco in second place and Gaytree's third. 2, 1 and 8. They've run 58.8. Check that, 58.5. In fact, 58.5. 2, 1 and 8 official race number 1. That's a good performance to come from last and win the race. They did skirt along pretty quickly, and he raced a touch greenly. He got onto the heels of one with about 300 metres to go. It was Hootatag. He lay in behind him, but then when straightened up, he really got to the line well. Wolseley Parade led them up today. Came from off the pace when winning his last start, but he weakened noticeably. Orinoco, just a little fellow, probably found the 58 a touch too hard for him in the end. And Hootatag raced deep all of the way. Just got tightened up and then seemed to not want to finish the race off. 1 1/4 by 2, 58.58 the exact time. And the dividends, totes coming through on 2, 1 and 8. Rosehill paid $8 for the win, $2.90 for the place. Orinoco $1.60. And no third dividend for Go Treese. Quinella $10.90. Exact at $29.10. And the trifecta paid $110.60. Okay, the Seppled Great Western Plate is the second on the program. Eagle Rhythm's going to be the short favourite. In fact, he's opened up just into the red. $1.90 and $1 at the moment on Super Tab. Race 2 at 1 o'clock, John.
Greg Miles at Flemington with the first event, and Noel Callow, who's been in super form of late, gets home on Roehampton. $8 and $2.90, beating Orinoco. $1.60, Go Treese, no third tote. Quinella $10.90, Exacta $29.10. Trifecta is $110.60. Now race
Eyelash and Breezes in third place. Just having a look at the last horse to win the Magic Night and then come out and take the slipper. It was Bent Masqué back in 1993. 3 minutes left to invest on race number 1.
Well, I touched premature there, going to Ian. Victory Vane $2.20, Callaway Gal $3.40, Kidman at $7.60. Callaway Gal, from all reports, blew her head off after that race at Canterbury the other night when she was obviously badly in need of it, and she's going to strip a much fitter filly today. But it's just a pity that number 13 is etched alongside her name because it's an awkward gate. Wayne Harris's late mail, 2, 1, 4 and 6. Callaway Gal, Victory Vane, Kidman and Cirque du Soleil. Clary Connors, who's had wonderful success in the Golden Slipper, is making an 11th hour bid to get others into the field, and he has Delollies and Kidman both engaged in this, and also Dawn of Dawns. So he's giving himself a few chances here. Now Flemington, we've got correct weight. Roehampton $8 and $2.90. Orinoco $1.60. No third for Go Treese. Quinella $10.90. Exacta $29.10. And the trifecta $110.60. The interims across the line: New Zealand American Jewel Noel Harris $28.10 and $8. Palawan $3.90. Run Forest Run $3.30. Quinella is $159 even. Exactus $319, and the trifecta is a good one, $10,150. All right, Cheltenham now, race 1 there.
And the actual reason I'm unsure of, but stewards on vet advice have taken out number 5 Whiskey on Ice, and the stable left with number 11 Majestic Thrill. So all the rage is number 1 Victory Vane on tab limited. She's $2.20. $1.10 the place. Number 2 Callaway Gal $3.20, $1.50. Number 4 Kidman $7.60 and $1.90. She was lame in the off 4. Thanks, Mick. Mick Kokasrai, capable offsider, telling me, just checking with the stewards, lame in the off 4. The reason for the scratching of number 5 Whiskey on Ice. Now they've loaded pretty well here for the first of the day. The Magic Night. Starter goes to his stand. And they're off, and Sadler Silk came out hopelessly, and Dawn of Dawns missed the start by a length, and Callaway Gal flew out. So did Fairy Brightia. Stratica going up quickly with Victory Vane and Majestic Thrill booting along the rails. 2.5 Delollies, then Kidman, followed by Dawn of Dawn, Cirque du Soleil. A length of Farwayers and a similar margin to Sadler Silk. They work to the side now at the 7.50, and Fairy Brightia to a clear-cut lead. A length and a half Victory Vane. Callaway Gal wide third. Majestic Thrill on the fence, about 4 to Stratica, then Delollies hard at it from Kidman. On the fence, Dawn of Dawns over Cirque du Soleil, Farwayers, and 2.5 to Sadler Silk, racing to the corner, and Fairy Brightia, a length and a half on Victory Vane, getting a little bit closer now as they straighten up. 2 to Callaway Gal, followed by Majestic Thrill, and a couple to Stratica. In the stretch at the 300, and Victory Vane swooped upon Fairy Brightia, headed her off. Callaway Gal's under the whip, and then Stratica, followed by Sadler Silk, Silk has run a huge race after blowing the start, but Victory Vane in front. Callaway Gal game, but not getting to Victory Vane. And it's the hat-trick for Victory Vane. The Silver Slipper, Sweet Embrace, and now the Magic Night. Victory Vane beat Callaway Gal and Stratica from Cirque du Soleil Kidman Farwayers. Sadler's Silk followed home then by Fairy Brightia, who walked the last 250, and the last three, Dawn of Dawns, Majestic, Thrill and Delollies. Victory Vane, number 1. Well, what a run for Bede Murray, eh? The trainer. Let's check the official totes, however. Firstly, they are more important than anything else in the wash-up. Number 1, Victory Vane, $2.20 at $1.20. Gee, Callaway Gal was gutsy in defeat. Number 2, she's paid $1.40. And the third home will be number 10, Stratica, and her dividend will be $3.70. Yes, Bede Murray with Universal Prince running in the BMW next Saturday, and now Victory Vane. I'm sure all systems are go for every member of the ownership to agree the $100,000 needed to get her into next Saturday's field. I heard Bede in an interview on 2KY Racing Radio during the week saying that 2/3 were in total agreement about their share, and there was still the remaining third to make up its mind, but I'm sure that will be a foregone conclusion and a matter of principle after her win here. So it's 1, 2, 10 and 6. Victory Vane, Danny Beasley first, Callaway Gal number 2, Scott Seamer second for Bruce Brown, and third number 10 Stratica, ridden by Bernadette Cooper for Paul Sutherland, and the fourth number 6, and that was Cirque du Soleil. Now the official dividends: number 1 $2.20 and $1.20, number 2 $1.40, number 10 $3.70, Quinella $2.70, Exacta $7, Trifecta $60.80, 60.80. The first 4 1 2 10 6 261.70.
Well, this little filly is getting better. She's getting stronger. She's getting adaptable. There was a time she was looked upon as a flying machine on the inside track at Randwick, over half a mile. She's a hell of a lot more than that, and she is in the golden slipper, if she draws well, up to her ears next week. And trainer Bede Murray at the moment is working magic on all of his horses. Been a big week for Bede. Now Cheltenham, race 1 as Danny Beasley comes back on Victory Vane. Gold Anthem at Cheltenham, $2.60. Troll, $7.50. Revita, $10.
Likely front runner. Karazi about to join them. He's at big odds, Karazi. Few people were tipping an improved performance from him. It's not reflected in the betting ring, but he would appreciate the drier track today. Eagle Rhythm is the favourite. He was a touch easy through betting, and there was a strong move for Montaigne Way, but that's levelled out a touch just towards the end of betting. And he's quite solid at Eagle Rhythm with Montaigne Way the second pick. I was just saying before that he usually is an absolute snowball, Montaigne Way. He gets that sort of stirred up before his races and sweats that freely, but he didn't look anywhere near as bad today. Eagle Rhythm's been racing well. This is his final run before going out for a spell with the spring as his aim. Now they're nearly ready. Beauty James is coming in now. He completes the lineup and they're set to go. Second of 9. All clear now. Racing, and Montaigne Way jumped away okay. Settling at the tail was Mr. Prudent after a slow beginning, and Marlai found the lead comfortably in the early stages ahead of Eagle Rhythm, Montaigne Way, and they're followed by Married Paul with Beauty James out a little wider. He's pulling a touch. 2 lengths further back is Karazi, another 2 lengths Brorama Star, and then Stravana, and 3 to Mr. Prudent. By the 1700 metres, and Marlai the leader. A neck clear to Eagle Rhythm running second, and Beauty James is still moving up wider out on the course. Now Eagle Rhythm goes to the lead before the 1400 turn. He's out in front, the favourite from Beauty James. Marlai took the trail. Married Paws next outside Montaigne Way. 2 Karazi, about 4 lengths away then Brorama Star, Stravana, and Mr. Prudent is last of all. Eagle Rhythm is the leader, and he's out by 2 lengths. Beauty James is second. Marlai is third. Married Paw 2 lengths back fourth, and 1 to Montaigne Way. 1.5 further back is Karazi, Brorama Star, second last Travana, and last of all is Mr. Prudent. Eagle Rhythm is heading out towards 1,000, about 2 lengths in front of Beauty James. Marlai third, Married Paw 1 away Malalai in fourth, fifth the inside Montaigne Way, 3/4 Karazi and 2 lengths Brorama Star outside Stravana and Mr. Prudent last of all. Heading past the 800 metre mark and Eagle Rhythm a length and a quarter in front of Beauty James. Marlowe third and Married Poor is fourth on the outside. 1.5 Montaigne Way, the inside of Karazi. 2 or 3 lengths Stravana on the rail from Brorama Star and Mr. Prudent. At the turn, 5.50 to go. Eagle Rhythm being joined by Beauty James. Married Poor came out 3 wide and Marlowe in behind them. Montaigne Way is sneaking through along the rails, and then Married Poor, who's making some ground. Eagle Rhythm at the 400 metres, still about a length and a quarter. Montaigne Way, who's got right through on the fence to challenge this leader. Married Poor on the outside from Marlowe. Beauty James dropped out and Mr. Prudent from last. Eagle Rhythm in front at the 200 metre mark. Montaigne Way 3/4 of a length back, and Mr. Prudent making ground. Montaigne Way pounced on Eagle Rhythm, took him, raced away, and Montaigne Way went on to beat Eagle Rhythm by 3/4 of a length. The weight, no doubt, the telling factor. Mr. Prudent from last got third. Then Marlowe, Stravana, Married Poor battled in the straight. Well back in the field is Karazi with Brorama Star and Beauty James. Montaigne Way, what a ride that was from Greg Childs to sneak through along the inside and then run down Eagle Rhythm with a pull in the weights of some 5 kilos. It's certainly been a telling factor. Time 2 minutes 2.1 seconds. 8, 1 and 2 are the numbers. Montaigne Way stretched out to 2,000 metres for the first time in his career, and he relished the task under a beautiful ride. Second, number 1, Eagle Rhythm, just tested with the weight over the closing stages after leading them up today. And the third position going to number 2, Mr. Prudent. 8, 1 and 2. Fourth home, Marlowe, and 5th in Stravana. Yeah, the weight definitely the telling factor. Eagle Rhythm will go out for a spell on top of his form and come back a better horse in the spring. Mr. Prudent certainly looking for something a little longer after his strong performance, but this lightly raced horse, Montaigne Way, 6 years of age, just his 12th outing, and he looks to have a promising future as a stayer.
Yes, a late bloomer, Montaigne Way, very sparingly raced. Strong ride by Greg Childs. 4.90, 1.60, 1.30 Eagle Rhythm, $4.30 Mr. Prudent, Quinella 5.90, Exacta 11.30, and the trifecta 155.80. Now we've got a jockey change at Eagle Farm in race 1. It's on number 7 in town. A gentleman by the name of Terry Davies, who hails from Innisfail in Queensland, and he personally floated Strictly Smart all the way to Sydney, and by his own admission, he didn't have a clue where he was going. What a fairy tale it would be if Strictly Smart can get into the money, even into the place money here in the Pago Stakes. Here is Terry Davies on his first visit to Sydney with Joe McKinnon.
Terry, you've made the long trip from Innisfail and you're lining up with Strictly Smart here.
Yes, love, yeah, it's been a long way to come for this race.
A long way to come, all right, and some big plans. You're hoping to get into the Golden Slipper?
Very hopefully we will, yeah.
Tell us the history of this young horse by Strictly Ballroom. Terrific form up north, 5 starts, 3 wins.
Yeah, well, they had 1 start in Toowoomba, and then we took him to Townsville and won 3 races there. Then we went to Brisbane, and then we come all this far down, way down.
That win at Townsville on the 10th of February was authoritative. The winning margin 11 lengths.
Yeah, that's correct. And, well, the rider didn't really push him out or nothing like that. We just came along in front sort of thing.
It's obviously too good for the youngsters up there. How do you think he'll measure up against the best in Sydney?
Oh, looking at the times, and there's only the top weight to beat sort of thing, yeah.
This must be a really special moment in your career. I believe you've been training for some 13 years now.
Yeah, love, yeah. It's the best one I've had to come this far anyway, thank you.
Are you nervous?
A little bit now, yeah, thank you.
I hope I didn't make you nervous.
You put me on here, was it?
Good luck to you today, Terry. Nice to meet you.
Okay, love, thank you for that. Thank you.
Terry Davies, and he's brought his horse down to Sydney from way up north, and he gives it a good chance in the next.
Strictly Smart is 4th pick and carries a fair bit of sentimental money at $15. But the favourites Choiseur, 130, Planche, 820, Emerging Star, 880, and Strictly Smart, 15. Let's head off to the Gardens and to Ian Craig.
Right, as John Tabb joins us now, and that reminds me what a wonderful night it must have been out at Harold Park last night. Enjoyed the coverage too, Jono, on pay, and congratulations to Steve Turnbull and the owners of Smooth Satin, brilliant winner of the Inter-Dominion. Now, we've got two to move in here at Rosehill Gardens. Choisir, $1.30 a dollar. Planchet, number 2, $8 and $2.60. First of the day, won by Victory Bay, number 1, Dan Beasley, beat 2 Callaway Gal, 10 Stratica and 6 ran 4th Cirque du Soleil. Nothing Less coming forward now, and as the name suggests, is by Nothing Like a Dane, who was represented by his first city winner, Nothing Like Her, or Nothing Like Her at Canterbury during the week. Now they're ready. This is the Pago, or some will say Pango. And they're off and racing, and Nothing Less was slow to begin. The favourite jumped quickly, Choisir, but actually it's El Capitan, the Victorian, leading the way. From the Innisfail train, gelding Strictly Smart, and wide out third is the Hot Pot Choisir. Going forward now is little Lenny Beasley on Choisir to lead now. Emerging Star is 4th, and then Planchet, followed by Architrave and about 3 lengths Nothing Less. They work their way down past the 700, and the Newcastle Colt races clear. Choisir, a length and a half now, Strictly Smart, El Capitan on the rail. A length Emerging Star on the inside of Planchet. Second last at the 600 is Architrave, and 4 or 5 lengths to Nothing Less. Travelling in this order to the corner, and Choisir doing it well. He runs around the Rosehill bend with a break of a length and a half. Strictly Smart, Emerging Star along the rails, El Capitan, and then Planchet at the 300 marker, and Choisir is shaken up by Len Beasley. It's 2 lengths clear now. Planchet battles on well, followed by on the inside at the head of the others Emerging Star. But Choisir, he's inclined to shift out towards the centre of the track. Here's Planchet coming at him. Beasley shaking up Choisir. Planchet coming at him. Oh boy. This is a tight finish. Choisir has stopped. He's run out to the centre of the track, and Planchet has raced right up on his inside and has made it very thrilling. Oh, for third, what was there? Strictly Smart, Emerging Star, Architrave, Good Gap, El Capitan, Nothing Less. Well, Planchet has got right up on the inside here and has been able to nail, by the look of things, Choisir. Number 2, Planchet, ridden by Darren Beedman. I'm just having a look at the head-on shot here. Choisir, he started to shift his ground from around about the 170 mark. And Planchet got up on his inside. There wouldn't be much between them when the line has been reached, believe you me. To the naked eye, the inside horse, but I wouldn't put my money on anything in this photo. It's very, very tight, believe you me. And a stride past the post, there was no doubt that the Hawks-trained horse Planchet had his nose in front, and he probably has on the line. And yes, he has. Number 2 is the winner, Planchet, ridden by Darren Beedman. And I'm just having a look at the official finish links, and has won by an absolute wart. Well, he threw it away, Choisir. Now, that throws a different light on next Saturday's Golden Slipper, doesn't it? He was expected to win, and win comfortably today, Choisir, but on that performance, and that is a major worry, him hanging like he did. All right, 2, 1 and 4. Officially third, Strictly Smart, the Innisfail gelding. Didn't he run a ripper? And Connections have earned $12,600 for bringing the gelding down from Innisfail. Well done. 2, 1, 4 and 3. The official totes a boil over. Number 2, Planchet, 230, 110. Number 1. No, sorry, what am I doing? They had the wrong divvies up there. Let's go back to the other board. Number 2, 750 and 230. Number 2, 750, 230. Number 1, $1.10. $1.10. No third for Strictly Smart. Number 4. The first 4, 2143, 136.90. The Quinella, $3.10, Exacta, $12.20. The Trifecta, $65.80. The winner by Canny Lad from Penny, trained by John Hawkes for the Woodland Stud Syndicate, Darren Beedman, and of course now has completed the Black Opal Stakes, Pago. And
Right, Ian, thank you. Well, you never know, do you? I've seen Choisir miss the start. I've seen him get into trouble in races when he gets back in the field. Don't think I've seen him hang like that before. And he was off on the turn. He shifted 3 horses on the corner and continued to drift all the way down the straight. Len Beasley knew the other horse was there, though. He looked across about 80 metres out and gave Choisir a dig. So it wasn't a case of catching Len napping. He knew Planchet was there all right. But it was a case of momentum. One horse going straight with momentum, the other one coming down like a soldier crab over the last 100 metres, and it cost him victory. Paul Perry will be disappointed, he'll be bewildered, he'll be puzzled. But you can bet your life they'll find something amiss with Choiseul. He acted like a horse who was out in a shoulder or in the back or somewhere. He just wasn't tracking truly. And they'll have chiropractors and vets crawling all over him over the weekend. Righto, 8 metres, a marginal amendment to the distance at Flemington for the Blamey Stakes. 28 metres longer now than first intended. Special Grange, favourite, wide betting, $4.80, ahead of River Dove, $5.40, and La Lagoon, $5.80. Here's Greg Miles.
What an open race this one is, John. We've got on track only a half point over 4 horses. La Lagoon, Special Grange, and the 8 and 9 Reactive and River Dove. At the moment on track, Special Grange and Reactive are sharing favouritism just ahead of La Lagoon and River Dove. Just about ready to go. Ducks of the class riderless behind the line. Another call from downstairs. Reactive is trimmed a touch and it looks like running the top pick, but very, very open race indeed. Just one to... Wide betting race though. They're set and racing now. And Reactive jumped away okay, so did La Lagoon, Swing a Deal. They want to come grandstand, they're all heading this way. Ducks of the class have jumped brilliantly on the outside, and it's in front with River Dove, Easy Virtue. Chamoose is going very fast and is trying to cut them all off and does so, heading to the 800. So it's Chamoose on the outside from Easy Virtue. La Lagoon wider out, Reactive, and Princess Abassi close up the middle of the track. Hello Boys just off the paces following La Lagoon. On its outside there, Swing a Deal and Reactive. Special Grange has got a fair way back close to the middle of the course. River Dove on her inside. And Flying Rocket hard ridden on the outside rail, one of the last. Chamoose by the 400 led La Lagoon. Easy Virtue trying to get clear, and then Hello Boys, Reactive coming with a run, and then Special Grange. River Dove held up, and Ducks of the class trying to get clear. La Lagoon hit the lead at the 200 over Chamoose. On the far side, Reactive is coming, and River Dove seeing daylight, sprinting very quickly at the 100. River Dove raced to La Lagoon, claimed her and came clear the last little bit, and River Dove won it by a half length. La Lagoon. Easy Virtue third, Special Grange close up fourth, followed in by Ducks of the class, Reactive, and then Chamoose, followed by Flying Rocket, and behind her Hello Boys, who weakened. Swing a Deal towards the end, and Princess Abassi. Number 9, the winner. River Dove just got held up for a while, but when she saw daylight, she sprouted wings and came clear in the last little bit to beat La Lagoon. Again, a 5.5 kilos pull in the weights has been an advantage, no doubt. Time 1:3.6. Numbers coming through. 9:14 confirmed. 9:1 and 4 in 1 minute 3.6. Fourth in was number 3. Special Grange, and fifth was number 5, Ducks of the class. Well, luck in running plays such a major role in straight races, and it was just going through my mind, well, if she doesn't win, she's going to be unlucky here, because she got into an awkward place, got held up, but when the gaps appeared, she really let down beautifully. Most of the field had met in the Ascot Stakes over 1,000 metres last time out. River Dove not having a great deal of luck in running second to Reactive on that occasion, and had the blinkers on this afternoon, and she sprinted home very, very quickly.